And I just ended up going, and then I just wanted out of here. Simple.
Depression crept in then?
Yeah. Well, I never said I was depressed.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to live this life. And it was like, I had a flashback a while ago that the week before it, I was going to my mates. And I thought, if I hit the barrier at 85 mile an hour, I'll be dead. I looked down, I was doing 60. So I just the thought just went, I'll leave it till another time. And then the following week, coming back the other way, I just overtook a lorry, and the bend in the road went round, and I saw the barrier. And I looked down, and they were doing 80. So I just flipped it. And just before I hit the barrier, this voice in me just went, this is gonna fucking hurt. And then everything just went black. And then I'm going down the barrier, and I looked off, and I pushed off. And when I pushed off, everything went black.
Jesus.
I nearly lost my arm.
Just show the camera.
And this is a lot better than it was. And then I woke up on the floor, and the guy's holding me. I hadn't got an helmet on.
Yes. Welcome to the 13th and final round podcast.
Yeah.
And today we have
a special guest here.
Yes, we do. We have the chilling one, Crawford, Ashley in the house. Yeah.
I can't sing.
No? Listen.
I like chilling. I just like chilling.
You like chilling?
Yeah, chill.
Is that what life's been more like after boxing?
When I first retired,
yeah, tell us about the adjustment out of boxing.
Oh man, that was terrible. There was no adjustment. They were just going from being Crawford Ashley the boxer to Crawford Ashley. Who is Crawford Ashley? You know what I mean? It's like everybody knows you as this one thing, but does that define me as a person?
Right.
No, I'm not doing that thing. I was 38, left school with no qualifications because I always knew what I wanted to do.
Right.
And now I don't do it. What's the point in life? What's the point in even living? Where's the enjoyment going to come from? And I just ended up going, and then I just wanted out of here. Simple.
Depression crept in then?
Yeah. Well, I never said I was depressed.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to live this life.
I get you.
In this society that's... society shit, man. Look at it this way. This is how my head was working. If I want to save people, become a doctor, I have to pay for my education. To go to university, go to college. Yeah. But if I want to kill somebody, the government will pay me, feed me, and clothe me. And it's like, we live in, and I didn't want to be a part of that society. To me, it was just terrible. We're the 5th richest country in the world, and we've got people living on the streets.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm getting emotional now because all I can see is this negative shit, and I didn't want to be a part of it. I didn't want to be in this society where people look down on people who are really struggling instead of trying to give them an hand to help them up.
Yeah.
So I couldn't write the letter because I'm dyslexic, and I didn't want my children to think it was their fault.
Right.
So I bought a motorbike and crashed it.
Wow.
And it was like, I had a flashback a while ago that the week before it, I was going to my mates, and I thought, if I hit the barrier at 85 mile an hour, I'll be dead. I looked down, I was doing 60. So I just the thought just went, I'll leave it till another time. And then the following week, coming back the other way, this is a lot better than it was. And then I woke up on the floor, and the guy's holding me. I hadn't got an helmet on. And he went, "You're all right." I went, "I'm all right. I'm fucked, man. Even God doesn't want me."
Wow.
And that's how I actually felt. Even God don't want me. And then it was next thing about 4 or 5 weeks in high dependency unit in LGI, and the guy did a lot of operations on it. He told me I'd never use my hand again. And the best thing that ever happened to me was this voice says, "It don't know us, we're going to be doing handstands."
Yeah.
And I thought, thank you, you're back.
And then you journeyed out of it.
Then I journeyed out of it. Then went to Thailand to get better.
Yeah.
In 2 years, I spent 15 months over there, and I got right. And then
What do you do over there?
Huh?
What do you do over there?
No.
To
Live.
just relax, it's tranquility. Just
He hasn't been to Asia yet. Tell him what it's like. My wife's from Asia, so I get it.
Thailand is like, they call it the land of smiles. Wherever you want, it's heaven.
Yeah.
All in the same place.
Yeah.
You can have whatever you want, you can choose. And I see a lot of people going over there to die, drinking themselves to death. And I just thought, I want to live now.
Right.
This is every day was different. And it was like, I want to live now. I want to see what tomorrow is going to bring. And then it's, how do you live? Because I really believed in the end of times prophecy, 2012. I was really looking into that, and I ended up on the beach in Cambodia on 2012, and it never happened. But the one thing it taught me is how to live my life. You know what I mean? If you've got, we're all going to die, we just don't know when. But if somebody gives you a time scale and say you're going to be dead in 2 years, how are you going to spend these last 2 years?
Yeah.
Worrying about it or getting on with living.
Yeah.
So we just get on with living, so just get on with living.
That's deep, man.
You know,
that's deep.
You know, like,
Yeah. Keep going, man. Honestly, keep going.
I know you can see you're a strong person, and I know you got a strong belief in Rastafarian. Yeah, in a religion. Yeah. What made it take that religion up and not different religions? What made you? What's the difference? How did it help you?
How did it help me?
Yeah.
Well, back in the day when I was 18, I was looking for something. I went to all the religions, and every religion told me the same thing, that their way is the right way.
Right.
And when I was 18, I went to Jamaica, and I was walking down Kingston, and this old Rastaman came over and went, "Buy me a pineapple, my man." And my uncle came over and went, "No, leave him, man, he's all right."
Yeah.
Bought me a pineapple. I bought him a pineapple, and we're having a little chat. And then he says to me, "There's many paths to one end."
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. There's many paths to one end, and that kind of like sat in my head. And then when I came back to England, I was in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot of trouble.
Wow. You're not gonna say it. You're not gonna say it.
No, I was.
Yeah.
They brought all the NF came to Leeds. We ran them out of town. And I was on the plane flying back from Jamaica, and I said to me, mate, you're lucky you weren't here yesterday. I went, why not? He says, because all the NF came in. I says, well, what did you lot do? He went, Gary, man, there wasn't one black face in town we ran. I went, fuck off, ram. I said, I ain't running nowhere. He said, I'm glad that's why you weren't there, man. Because you want to run. I said, nah, man, you got to kill me dead where I stand. Or let me live, because I ain't got a problem with you. But if you've got a problem with me, then we've got a big problem.
Wow.
So it was, I've got this philosophy. You leave me alone to do what I want to do. We don't have a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? You do whatever you want to do. I ain't got a problem with that, because like I said, there's many paths to one end.
Right.
My way is not your way.
Right.
I mean, your way is your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to follow your path, because you've got to learn the things you need to learn in this life.
Yeah.
What is this life about? It's about finding out who we are, not who we're told to be. You can't tell me to be someone, do something. You can't do that. Why? Because you can't do it. I'll do it. I'll prove to you that I can do it.
Yeah.
And then people, no, but you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing. Why? I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not doing anything. And that's why Rastas live on that liberty.
Yeah.
You do not control me. I control myself.
Free spirit.
Yeah.
Free spirit.
But that don't mean it's like somebody says, we are gods. Amongst men I am a king. Amongst kings I am a god. And amongst gods I am at home. We're all gods. Does that mean we walk down the street and having people fear us, or do we walk down the street wanting to help? So that's how I looked at life, is you can't tell me what to do. Because you've never lived my life. So how do you know what to do? And I always find that great. Oh, if I was you, I'd do this. No, you wouldn't.
You're not me, yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because,
We're all different. We're all different, right? We all react differently to situations, right?
Yeah, me and you can have exactly the same situation. It's like there's that thing in it. Two twins, one's an alcoholic, one's not an alcoholic. Say to the alcoholic, why you were an alcoholic? Because my dad were an alcoholic. Why don't you drink? Well, my dad were an alcoholic. All depends on how it affects you.
Yeah. You're a product of your environment, aren't you? And we're all in different environments.
Yeah, that's right. It's how you let the environment affect you.
Yeah. 100%.
It's how you let the environment affect you, and that's the one thing I've felt. It's good.
Yeah.
You know, when people haven't got a clue who you are, and they start talking to you, especially about boxing. I never courted the fame. So people start talking, especially in Thailand, they start talking to me about boxing, and I'm just like nodding, because I know they've never boxed before.
Yeah.
They've never been in the ring before, so you know what I mean, how come you chat? And I remember training somebody in Thailand, and the guy asked me if I was qualified. I went, no. He says, well, what gives you the right to teach boxing? And I had to go into a deep thinking about that. And I think, what actually gives me the right? And then I seen him about a week later, and he said, you know what gives me the right to teach boxing? And I says, nobody can qualify me. I've shared a ring with over 20 world champions. Started boxing at the age of 7, competing from 11 to 58. You know what I mean? Who can teach? Who can qualify?
That's experience.
But I can't go into a gym and teach because I'm not qualified.
It's mad, isn't it?
Read the papers behind. Don't need papers.
It blows my head, does that? Why do I need this certificate and piece of paper? Because people who have got it,
they can't teach.
But it's like when you see these people that boxing with lanyards on, an official. Yeah, but you know what I mean? You don't know the sport. You don't know the people in the sport.
Yeah. There's a lot of that now. Like, so because I've boxed and been around boxers, there's a lot of, I'm a qualified nutritionist, so we get nutritionists and strength and conditioning people coming into boxing and trying to teach people nutrition and strength and conditioning, but they aren't boxed. So it's different. You have to have
from an understanding of what they've read, not from a knowing.
Yeah, what the sport is.
Yeah, it's like you can believe what you believe, but I know what I know.
Yeah.
And there's two differences.
Yeah.
And knowing won't change, but a belief has to change when you get more information.
Yeah.
You got to change your belief. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to change it. But a lot of people are so kind of like blinkered into this way is the only way.
Yeah.
They said there's many ways.
That's right, because when we used to box in Sheffield, the trainer was like, people in Manchester and Leeds, they don't know what they're doing. And if you box in Leeds, they're like, people in Manchester and Sheffield don't know what they're doing. But there's different styles, there's different ways to do things, right?
It's like I said, when you learn boxing, to me it's about getting the tools and then knowing which tool to do for which job when you're in the ring.
Yeah.
So when they talk about boxing IQ, for me boxing IQ is all about adapting while you're in there, not having to come back to the corner and wait for the corner to give you instructions.
You should know the experience where you've picked up, that you can apply it.
Yeah, and if something's not working, it's like one of the best ones I was taught as a kid is if you're getting it, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
So learn footwork, so you get your footwork right. So
Yeah.
if you're getting it, you got your back foot and piss off.
Yeah.
And then when your head clears, then you can come back and then
Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
go do what you got to do.
You got to learn to pivot, haven't you?
Yeah. Everything.
Pivot, all this. These are all new words.
Yeah.
You just-
What I mean by pivot though is something's not working, so you
change it, but it works.
pivot. Yeah, do the next.
But it
Yeah.
works,
Reset.
it also
Yeah.
works in
Reset.
life.
Yeah.
Things aren't working.
Try something else.
Try something different.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go when you're really lost? It don't matter, go anywhere.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, you can always come back to being lost again.
Yeah. Don't be afraid of change.
Don't be afraid of change.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing in there in the ring that I like. It's constantly changing, millisecond after millisecond. You've got to react to what's happening.
In real time.
I can see that you've taken that method into your life, in your past.
Yeah.
You know, like what you've been through, like you've been telling us about, to help you, to bring you through, to look at you now. You know what I mean? You're all right now. You know what I mean? You
I don't
can
know if
speak.
I'm
No,
all
but to us,
left in
you
the mouth.
might have, but you might, yeah. But I'm saying you can come back here and you can sit and talk about what's happened and the experience and how you got out of it. You know what I mean? So it's
But
good.
the thing is a lot of people want to hide what they've done.
I know.
My dad
You
said
gotta
to
speak
me,
out.
My dad said to me, I'd wasted my life.
Yeah.
And I went, I've wasted my life.
Yeah.
Do you know when something sort of like hits you? It's like a
Makes you
brick.
think.
And then I'm a deep thinker.
Yeah.
So I went back to him and I said, Dad, do you know what a waste of life is? He went, what? I said, living somebody else's. Every mistake I've ever made, I'm going to own.
Deep.
It's mine.
Deep.
You know what I mean? I don't live somebody else's life.
That's right.
I do what I want to do.
No
Why?
regrets.
Because it's my life. I've got no regrets. There's a lot of things I've done that I'll never do again. So I didn't like the way
Learning.
it made me feel.
Learning, right?
Experience as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Making your experience
Yeah.
so you can go out and say, this is what I did. Don't do that or do this.
No,
'Cause I've
the thing is,
experienced
I
it.
can't tell you not to do it.
No, but I'm saying.
He can only tell his own life. He can only do his own life. That's what I'm saying.
Experience
This
what you've
is
been
the
through.
thing about that walking your path.
Yeah.
We're all going to sort of like join and then come off and then come back.
Yeah.
But when I'm walking down this path, I'm walking in my truth.
Yeah.
And if people don't like my truth, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's written for you.
It's just, wait a minute. I need to do this. I had to have that bike crash for the simple reason because I needed to go through what I went through.
Was that an awakening for you?
An awakening.
Like a moment where it's like, okay, I found myself. I know which direction I'm going in now.
No.
No?
What?
I'm still lost. I still haven't got a clue.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know what you're doing?
Not completely, no. Not completely, but to an extent, yeah.
Everybody, Spike Milligan said it best. We're all making it up. Nobody actually knows what they're doing. What you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, all I know is I've had a great life. Even the dark times, being that dark, they've been great. You know what I mean?
You take something from it.
Yeah, I've been in such deep holes, I've been in so much pain
Wow.
that nothing bothers me anymore.
Just want to live, just live simple, just no stress.
I just chill. It's
Yeah.
like who was talking to. The reason why I don't like liars, there's not a reason. It's why are you lying to me? Because what do you want from me? Do you want me to think you're somebody you're not?
Right,
Because I'm
okay.
going to find out who you are.
Then that'd be a lie, innit, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, do I deserve the truth? You know what I mean? To me, it's Mike. It's about. I don't know. I don't understand why liars want to lie.
Let me say something like that though, because I think I've been through a time in my life where I lied. So when I boxed, I came out from Leeds. I went to Sheffield, and my career wasn't going the way I wanted it to go, because I came from a kickboxing background into a boxing background, and then Brendan Ingle wanted to make me go pro straight away. And all of a sudden I had to feel like I wasn't ready mentally, emotionally. I wasn't old enough and mature really to deal with that. So then I got into, when I knew I couldn't do it and I couldn't handle it and I wasn't ready for it, I started lying about situations. Understand what I mean? I've come full circle on it now though. I'm content with how everything played out. I am who I am. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. If you respect stuff. If you bring negative energy into my direction, if I feel it's toxic in any way, bye-bye. We don't have to talk no more. You can have your opinion of me. I know my truth. You know what I mean? Because I'm living it. I've gone through thinking, am I a coward? Am I scared? This, that, and the other. But there was a lot more things going on.
But are you a coward? Who wants to know?
Live your own life, man.
Yeah, it's like who wants to know? You're the one who wants to find out. Are you a coward?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been through that journey. I've sat in a room on my own, like all these.
So being in the ring, so you're not a coward.
Exactly. Yeah, I know what it's like to get hit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's one of them. You gotta face your fears and you gotta live through it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I don't know. Maybe I was just born weird. Because I never had no fear. What are you scared of? I ain't got a clue. Let's see. I have to go straight for it. People, you're mad. Shut up, man. Oh, such and such is looking for you. Oh, where is he?
Go and get him.
Yeah, I heard you looking for me. Oh, no, it's all right, Crawford. All right, no problem. Bye.
No, but he was like, I used to like watch, you know, when you was a pro, I used to like watching your interviews. I remember one interview you had where you was eating a Galaxy chocolate bar and you was telling them out that's what you used to do all the time. Yeah, and you were just straight, but they didn't know how to handle the question, like, oh, you chocolate bar, I like chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah.
I can remember when I was young, when I first started boxing, I used to see you at Cornmill. On a Sunday, I said, looking for, he's a champion. Josh, look, he's a champion. I said, looking for, I would be like him, man. One day, I said, watch him, and say, yeah, man, you look cool. You just humble.
Chilled.
You was a humble guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't like up there brash. He was humble.
But that's where the ego comes in.
Yeah.
How do you want to see me?
Yeah.
I remember my local, I'd been going in there for ages.
Is that the one where they had your face on the outside?
No.
Do you remember that pub where they used to have his face? Yeah.
And I know how we got up there. That's a story.
That's another story.
Because I'm an Errols boy. I grew up in Errols, and you know, Leeds United were the first team to get kicked out of Europe through football violence.
Yeah.
Well, all them lads lived on our crossing.
Oh, okay.
And I was kind of like their mascot. I was inducted, basically. I was brought up in a community where everybody looked after each other. Yeah. And then when they put Henry Warren out the side of the sportsman, nobody'd go in the pub.
Yeah.
I said, why? He said, well, we've got Crawford, who's from Leeds, who's an Errols boy, and you've got a pub in Errols, and you've got a guy from York.
Yeah. It don't make sense, does it?
No, it don't make no sense. So they put me up, and then everybody started going in.
Yeah.
But no, what was we on about before that?
We was. You said you're local. You're going to tell us about your local.
Oh yeah. I'd been going in the local, and then I think it was one of my first title fight against Roy Skeldon. And I walked in the pub on Sunday, and this woman, Alison, old hippie, comes running over to me. She gave me a big hug and she went, I never knew you boxed. And I thought that's one of the nicest compliments.
Wow.
Could be received.
Wow, you went in the pub.
The new me is
Crawford.
And it's like, I didn't know you box, and I thought I'm glad because the reputation boxers have got, you know what I mean, with bullies, with this, with that. Not.
Got respect.
You've got respect. And they come back and went, sorry, this is Crawford, is the British boxing champion. She went, what is a boxer? I went, yeah, why? She went, I thought boxers were stupid. I went, shut up, man. Boxers,
Yeah.
true.
boxers are
Yeah. To be a champion, you've got to be switched on, man.
clever.
Yeah.
You got to think of so many things. In
Quick seconds.
Yeah. Milliseconds.
Milliseconds,
Yeah.
Before you move.
Adjusting constantly.
Constantly, and it's like your mind is that active that how can you be stupid?
I think, are you with ADHD? I'm ADHD.
I don't know, but I think I'm not autistic. Or
Yeah. Autistic, yeah.
Yeah, you could be ADHD.
You see something.
No, but do you
know something? You know, one of my favourite things to do is nothing.
Yeah.
But now I've got a name for it, so I'm all right.
What is it?
Meditation.
Meditation.
Yeah, that's good. No, sometimes it's good to meditate.
Oh man, I can sit by myself for days
And think.
weeks, and yeah.
Yeah, because I got diagnosed with ADHD last year, which is a compliment, really. It's not a negative thing. It means now I understand myself a bit better. I go into the details far more than most people would. So if my wife says to me, let's go to town, and I can go left, I'm going to pass my mate's shop, he's going to come out and talk to me, and I'm going to be late for my meeting. If I go up at the top, they're doing roadworks, and I'm going to, you see what I'm saying?
I know, I understand.
Yeah, you get it. And then I think, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll go tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? And then I have to sit in my thoughts, and that's why I'm creative. I'm really creative with things because of the ADHD, the attention to detail, right?
Count steps.
Yeah, all that type of stuff. Count steps. You know what?
Steps.
You know what? I got this electric scooter, and when I go down canal, I play this. My wife don't even know this. I play this game, right? When I go at 6 o'clock in the morning, will I ever get down the canal without seeing a person? And then the people start walking. I go 1 and 2. My record is 1. I've been doing it for a year. Like shit, I'll have to start driving at 4 a.m. in the morning not to see a person. Do you know what I mean? And I start counting things, or the light switch when I'm going out of the house. I have to count. Yeah.
Traffic lights when you're waiting for a bus.
Yeah.
Green light.
Yeah.
It's like me when I've locked my door, my front door, my car door. I've got to press the button. I know I've pressed the button, but I've got to press it again to make sure. It's gonna happen. No, it might fly up. I'll walk back around again. Boom. Yeah, it's locked.
But when we're boxing, it's like, because you're doing multiple things.
Yeah.
You're looking at your opponent, someone's shouting instructions to you, the crowd are making noise, there's all sorts of chaos. And what most people do, my wife, when she wants to get concentrated, well, you might be different, but I'm like this, she'll go in a quiet room and have to have quiet. I have to have it noisy.
Music.
I have to work in chaos.
Me too.
If it's chaotic, I can concentrate more when everything's going off.
I can have a conversation, have the telly on.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
That kind of work.
And I can keep up with
Keep
up with the conversation. Know what's going on.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
Yeah.
Well, then again, it's like when I used to go to weigh-ins and press conferences. I can pick out a conversation over there and listen to the conversation.
And listen to them as well at the same time.
I thought I was the only person who did that. Like I can be like literally reading a book with the TV on and she's talking to me like, how can you do all 3 things?
Easy.
It's easy, right? But most people don't do it.
Some other things into it as well.
Yeah.
So last week I had to do some work from
Is that
coursework.
ADHD.
Yeah. I had to put TV on and I could do my coursework. I could write it out and think, oh yeah, I can put it. But if I do it in silent, I get distracted. I'm like looking around.
Well, it's weird that because I can't run with music on. I can. Training with music on. I didn't.
It makes sense though. It makes sense.
I ran once with music on and I just thought I wasted the run. People went, why?
Why are you dancing to it?
No, because the thing is
he wants to his thoughts.
Yeah.
My mind was in the music. It wasn't
in the run.
In the run.
Do you know what? He's hit the nail on the head, right? Because when we boxed, right, there was no like. So someone asked me recently, when you were my age, a client asked me recently, says, when you were my age, what did you do when you went to the gym? And I'm like, I thought there were no weight training gyms. You know, all these pure gyms and all. None of them gyms in put to 2007. So we went to a boxing gym or a kickboxing gym or a wrestling gym, and then the trainer would be like on you. And if there was music playing, everyone have to listen to the same music. There was no headphones. There was one cassette player playing in the finger, and we learned to like zone in on our thoughts more. I actually think he's right, because we do a podcast with Johnny Nelson every 4 to 6 weeks, and he was saying the same thing. He trains himself that at least once or twice a month that he trains with no music.
I don't like it. I just don't like it. I like listening to my body.
Yeah.
I don't want to be switched off because when I'm in the fight game, I can't be switched off.
Yeah.
I go into that zone. You have to be, I don't know.
In tune with you.
Yeah,
in tune with you.
I feel like you waste the session.
I know it.
He's right.
He's talking about because sometimes I'll sit and write. When I'm not using no headphones today, I'm gonna do it without and just think of something. Think of the fight, what I'm gonna fight, and just run and think about that.
He's right because you know what music does, right? Let me tell you what music does, right? From a chemical point of view, it sets different hormones off, right?
Yeah.
So you got reggae going on, and you're on a punch bag. You're moving at this rhythm. Then you're playing opera music, and you're moving at a different pace. Then you got Ministry of Sound, and you can see someone who's got Ministry of Sound because they're going crazy, right? And then when you get in the ring, you go at the speed your opponent's going at, right? So if he's putting it on you, you move speed and change speed. Yeah. But your flow's all off. So the music actually trains you out of sync. So if you've done a whole camp without music and then got in a fight, you're in control of your frequency.
Yeah.
You're moving at your frequency.
Yeah, it's
pace,
yeah, it's having that rhythm.
Yeah.
Once you can find your opponent's rhythm, the fight's over.
Flow, right? Yeah, rhythm and flow. 100%.
Keep popping and jumping.
Yeah.
Do some offbeat.
Yeah.
Do some just random.
Yeah.
Keep them guessing.
You had a good jab though.
It wasn't that good.
Nah, it was good. You had a good jab. You had a good.
Tell about your Michael Nunn fight.
Nah, I've got a list. Let me go off this list.
Okay.
So see, this is some of the fighters for the crowd at home. This is a Leeds legend, by the way. We grew up in Leeds watching this gentleman, right? So let's reel off some of the names that just some, right? Because there's a lot. Johnny Nelson, Carl Thompson, Graziano Raggiani, Marco Nunn, Dennis Andrews, Mickey Piper, the Mensa, Virgil Hull, and Clinton Woods. And I was actually in the training with Clinton Woods in the gym when you two guys fought in Sheffield.
Well, all I can say, we're on about making weight. I weighed 13 stone 3 the day before the weigh-in.
Wow.
Clinton Woods fight, was that in Manchester?
Hull. I was in Hull, wasn't it?
That was my second fight on there.
I was in Hull. I think it was Hull.
Yeah.
My second fight on there as well. I remember that fight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? Where was it? In Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester. Yeah. I remember.
I thought it was in Hull.
No. I was on my second fight.
Yeah. We've seen Clinton recently, actually, haven't we?
No, it was one of them. I'm glad I lost it to him. He went on and became a world champion. So, you know what I mean?
You two were really, because I know Clinton, I know you now. You're very similar in like your mindset and what you think about boxing. You know, you're both really hard workers.
Humble.
Yeah. Who was the hardest? Who would you say was the hardest person you went in there with? Virgil, Michael Nunn, anyone else?
Michael Nunn was the best by far.
Yeah.
What was Carl Thompson like for you?
He hit me too hard, man.
He's hard, and I used to train him.
Was he the hardest hitter then?
Man.
Now there's between him and Sebastian Ruffman.
Yeah.
Sebastian Ruffman gave me an headache for 6 years, man.
Yeah.
He won my last fight, but Carl Thompson hit me in the first round. I didn't come round till round 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
He non-stop as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
just keeps going.
Style is just keep going.
Yeah.
I've got it on record. I remember he hit me in the first and put me down. And this voice in me just said, we're going to win this. It's going to get harder, but we're going to win it. I got up and started boxing him. And then I got hit again, and there was a big flash. And all of a sudden, I'm knackered.
Body shot.
And then bell rang, ding, ding. He went back to the corner, sat there, and I fucking hell, man, that were a long first round. He went, you silly cunt, you coming out for 6? I'm winning you. And then I just started boxing, and everything, it kind of like broke Carl's heart.
Yeah,
because I was doing something different now. Boxing, I was at range.
Yeah. Not getting go involved.
Yeah.
That's where you had to beat Carl, right? Because even David Hay made that mistake, didn't he? Tried to fight with him. Yeah. And David Hay got come unstuck in that fight.
Carl, strong man. I used to train with him, man. And Morris and all them. I used to train about champs come.
It's hard.
They hard.
Was he said the hardest you've been hit by him?
No, like I said, Sebastian Ruffman hit me. Seriously, for 6 years, I had an headache.
Yeah. Wow.
After that fight. That's why one of the... And I didn't even have a reason why I retired. It just came out of my mouth in the dressing room.
You knew? You just knew, you knew it was the time?
Yeah, well, when I turned pro, I was smoking weed.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with myself. I only can do one. I can only smoke weed or I can box. I can't do them both.
Yeah.
And when I chose to box, I stopped smoking. And I didn't touch another one for 20 odd years. Because I wanted to give myself 100% chance to get as far as I could get.
Yeah.
I wanted a Lonsdale belt.
You did it.
And when I retire, I don't want to make no comebacks.
Right.
And after the fight, I was in the changing room and everybody looked really, down, really
Deflated. Yeah.
Because we were a bad knockout.
Yeah.
And I just said to Bob, I could have got up before 10, Bob.
Yeah.
And they all went, no, you couldn't. I said, of course I could. It was only 8:30. Everybody started laughing.
Yeah.
So then that kind of like I thought, great,
Yeah.
that's all right. And then the guy came in and he said he was winning on all 3 judges' scorecards. Have a warm-up and you can have a rematch with him in Sin City in South Africa.
Yeah.
And this boy just said, no, I've had enough, I'm finished.
Yeah.
Leave it for a couple of days before you think about it. Just say, I have finished. That's me done.
And what happened when you finished? Obviously, you made that decision.
Yeah.
How was your mindset?
Because I never thought about it. I mean, but because it's come out of my mouth and I gave me a word, I am making no comebacks no matter how hard it is. I can't do it.
Man of your word, right?
Body came to the end, innit?
I can't do it. The body's it's been through too much. It's too hard to get ready for a fight.
It is.
Really hard. And when you're 37, 38, I'd have been 38 then because I think we're a month before. So we're like now. I couldn't. There was nothing else I needed to find out about me. So I couldn't put that effort and work into training. And I'm not going in there half-hearted because I don't want to disrespect boxing.
Right.
I love it so much that me coming back is going to do a disservice to it.
What do you think about how boxing is now? Because you come from a different generation. What do you feel about it now?
Not a lot, really. You know what I mean? I'm not a big person on talkers. I like people to get in and fight.
Prove stuff.
You're the best fighter in Britain. Prove it. You know what I mean? If you believe you're the best, and it's like when you're saying, this guy shit done deserve. Get in the ring, you'll have an easy night. You know what I mean? Knock him out. Go about your business and say, look, I told you this guy wasn't ready for me. I don't like how you've got champions who won't fight others.
They avoid it, each other,
Politics.
They love to chat about what they can do, but they never do it. It's like, for me, AJ, Fury, we've been waiting for that fight from time, but that could have gone on a long time.
Could have had 3 fights now. Trilogy.
Could make it go stale, both and I'm gonna fight winners.
Do you because you know about promoters and managers, you know about the politics. Do you think that it's complete down to fighters, or do you think it's a little bit of both? And managers protecting them and things as well. Do you think it's a little bit of everything?
Me, I think it's hopefully the boxers don't get, but they should basically put out there that we want to fight, we're willing to fight. And when they start talking about money bollocks, I just think, wait a minute, how much is the actual fight worth? Let's say it's worth 10 million. Well, let's do 60-40 split, but the winner gets the 60 and the loser gets the 40.
I like that.
He's fighting for 20.
You got motivation to win now, haven't you?
Yeah, but how are you telling me that you're the bigger ticket seller or you're the bigger this and bigger that when I kick your ass?
So you need to have to motivate.
So basically, you're getting 50 million and I'm getting 2 million.
He's got a good point, right? This next fight with, Usyk Fury. Who's walking out first?
because
And-
the old
You
champions.
know what I mean?
No, but now for me that should be a toss of a coin.
I think if we go by the people who sells most tickets.
But what are the promote? I can't remember what the promote is. It Fury Usyk or Usyk Fury? What is it?
I think it should be on both.
Yeah.
Headline, whoever it is. But to me, as soon as you sign that contract, the title's vacant.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, he's the champion. No, it's a vacant title, man.
Yeah, because they've got to fight for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I fight for a vacant title.
You give
man.
the title up to.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense though. It's a mindset, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a
just
mindset.
I
Yeah.
thought,
Because you can think like a challenger. Then I want it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's all been balanced.
I've often think in situations where they're undisputed champions in these big arenas, there's a door there and there's a door there. On three, both start walking. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Why not?
Something different, innit?
but I
You
think,
don't know, man. Something different.
I think there should only be one champion anyway.
Yeah.
You can have the WBA, you can have the WBC, you can have the IBF, you can have all them, but all them have to fight each other to find out who number one is.
That's
And
back in
once
the days.
you're the ultimate champion, you only can fight a WBC champion, a WBA. You can't have none of the easy ones. I mean, you have to fight a champion.
There's 8 belts on the line for that Usyk the Fury fight. 8.
What's being made as well.
Yeah, 8 belts. I'll go through them all because we was at the press conference with Fury last week and they were going through them. 8. So let's go through them. You got WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, IBO. That's 5. Then you've got the Ring Magazine 6.
Yeah.
Then you've got
new
they've
one.
made a new belt.
Undisputed.
They made a new belt called Undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 7. What's the 8th one?
I think they've been.
Riyadh belt. No, a Riyadh belt. 8 belts they're fighting for.
Yeah, made that.
Yeah, how are they even gonna hold 8 belts? Do you know what I mean?
It's like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
What do you need a belt for?
Yeah.
Why do you need a belt? It's like the British, European and Commonwealth, that's like a third of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
On my time, there was 4 world champions, so they only had a quarter of the world, and I had a third of it.
It's a good mindset to have, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It's just nonsense, isn't it?
Do you said Michael Nunn was the most talented fighter that you were in there with? It's a shame what's happened to him. He's in prison now, isn't he?
Not out, I think.
Is he back out now?
You go back in.
I don't know, but I remember when he did the armed robbery.
You did an armed robbery?
Yeah, he did an armed robbery and got caught. Yeah.
I thought he had, it was coke in his car and guns.
I'm pretty certain that he done an armed robbery. I'll check after this, but I'm pretty certain he did an armed robbery.
But it makes me laugh because most boxers come from these kind of upbringings,
Yeah.
you know, from the streets and that. And then when you get boxing, it takes you off it.
Yeah.
When there's no boxing, what do you do?
Yeah.
Where's the buzz? What do you do?
That's what we're looking for. The boxers. Some boxers some kind of control.
Not some, all of them. It's very hard to find that void, you know what I mean? It's a dopamine hitting it, and most people won't understand what that's like walking in front of the crowds, you know what I
I
mean?
remember going to see the psychiatrist and we were having a chat and I realised he didn't have a clue. I said, I've actually been alive. I don't want to survive.
Yeah.
I can't just survive, I want to live. And I know what it's like to be alive.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He didn't have
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
And I just thought, nah, I can't come back here again.
Yeah. That's why, for me, I went through a lot of mental health issues after I decided to go away from boxing. It didn't work out that I wanted. I didn't get the opportunity I wanted. It is what it is. But I saw counselling as well because I was miserable and all the rest. This podcast has helped me more than any of them counsellors because I can talk to fighters who have gone through similar experience and relate to it. Do you understand what I mean? And it's actually made me understand a lot more about myself. We had Jason Bad Barker on episode 7. Rest in peace, Jason Barker. He was struggling, and it was only weeks after that he died. Do you know what I mean?
The podcast as well.
Yeah.
I get that. I can get that, but it's like, what is the forest? You see, I've got something that I'd like to do, but I need the money to do it.
What is it?
We've got land in Jamaica.
Yeah.
My mum and dad have just died.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, man.
R.I.P., man.
Yeah, they were old, man. They had a long, good life, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just nature, just got to get on.
Yeah.
And to go over there and, because it's in the bush, proper bush,
Yeah.
and just to live without all that pressure of who are you. Find out who you are. Find out what you want to do. If you want to help. If you don't, just chill.
Yeah, I know.
Space, because we haven't got that space to rediscover who we are. Once you rediscover who you are, then boxing was just a stepping stone, that something you love to do.
It's a chapter in your life.
Yeah, it's just a chapter that's now over. Now move on to the next thing.
That's it.
When you asked me a question at the start, do you know who you are? Do you know what you want? I can tell you I'm conflicted at the minute with two things. From a personal point of view,
Schizophrenic.
yeah, schizophrenic. Yeah. From a personal point of view, my wife's from Bali, which is very similar to Thailand, and I think it's better than Thailand personally. You can do more there, but I want to get on a plane tomorrow and slow my life down. Like a day feels like a week there.
Wow.
A day here. You know, I filled the form out this week, and I'm like, I put March 2023, and I went, no, it's April, and it's 2024. It's like the months and weeks just fly by, your life's flying by. But when you go over there, it's like a day feels like, wow, it just feels long. Do you understand? So from a personal point of view, I want to go out there, slow my life down, not be blown away by technology and objective things, nature, right? From a personal point of view, we're doing this podcast and it's doing well. And we're making a difference within the sport that we love. We're talking to people, we're touching people's lives, we're giving a platform for people to talk about things. So from a business point of view, I feel like I can't walk away from this.
But you're not walking away. Why don't you do it over there?
It just don't work the same though. We've tried. Yeah, he on his own, yeah.
Who do you sit in front of a screen and do the same? You have freeway.
Man, it's better to sit with the person in person.
Agree with that.
It's just harder. Yeah, it's harder. We've tried it, it's harder.
This way is better to be more intimate with the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But for a season, I'm going to stay and see where it goes. Do you know what I mean?
In blocks. Go over there for 3 months, come here for 3 months, and in that 3 months work, do them.
That's it.
And then
You're like happy with that one, yeah.
and then go away and then come back and then line them up.
It. Yeah.
Oh, but
That's what we've...
you go over there and just chill out for 3 months.
I've told if he goes over there, he ain't want to come back.
And take some of the boxers over there, people who are struggling. You know what I mean? And just say, this is... Try something different.
I have really, really, really big plans with what I want to do, but like you said, it's money.
But what I find with mental health is traveling is one of the best things for you.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Because what's going on here and now, your mind has to think differently now.
Yeah. Different situations.
Different problems are coming at you.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, your mind starts to heal itself.
Yeah.
Fix itself.
Completely agree.
It's like when I last fight in 2010. It was at Leeds Town Hall. I got a draw, and then I went to Jamaica the next day. You know what I mean? And it's like when I went to Jamaica, my head was pounding. Every time I laid down, it was spinning, and I'm thinking, nah, you know, that gave me time to evaluate if I want to come in boxing. I just thought, nah, the meds can't take no more. I had to leave, man. 2010 that one. You know what I mean?
The thing is, I was saying that...
Whereabouts in Jamaica?
St. Mary's. I've got a lot of family in St. Mary's and Gibson. St. Mary's there.
You went recently?
Yeah, I went recently. I went in November.
Yeah, I'd have been over here now, but my boy was in the ABAs.
All right.
John's mic's too close.
Yeah.
My mic's too close.
Yeah.
You got good eyesight, you can read that. I had to struggle to read
as well,
So your son's boxing as well now?
Oh,
Yeah.
So where do you train his son?
Bethlehem.
Okay. So what got you back into the boxing? Him. So he said, Dad, I want to box up. Tell the story.
What happened was when I met his mum, I met her at Corn Exchange. I met her at the Corn Exchange. Well, there's a story to the Corn Exchange.
Speak about that as well.
When we had children, she went, please don't teach them to box. So I went, fine, I don't want them to box, it's just something I love to do, because I didn't know any other way of being me. Apart from being in the ring, then I could be me. And I think it was during lockdown, got a phone call. Dad, what? I want to learn to box. Will you teach me? Yes, no problem.
That gives you a buzz.
that's when it just started.
You have to make that choice though, don't you?
Yeah, 18, and then he's going mad because I didn't teach him beforehand and shit that. I've got to catch up. You was boxing from me. I says, look, I had to box. It's not something I wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to do it. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to play out, mate. But now you're at a stage where you want to do it.
Yeah.
You're going to come on a lot faster than me.
That's it.
Plus, I'm going to teach you things that I know work in there, and I ain't going to waste time having to correct your faults. Give you the tools to do the job. You know what I mean? And then I've got to work on his mind now, which, you know, where is relax and be confident in your own ability that your body can do what it wants to do without you actually telling it what to do. You know, when you're in a fight, does your mind tell you to throw out a jab, or does the jab just go out?
You just feel
Goes out.
The jab
Just goes out. Yeah.
Why you don't even
Because
think
when you
about it?
overthink, it doesn't come out.
It don't come out, or it's slow.
Yeah.
So when you see an opening, the punch is coming back from it.
Yeah.
And that's how you got to have that belief that you've worked that hard in the gym,
Automatically it comes.
that you're comfortable with getting out of your way and letting. It's like the best I've ever boxed. I've watched myself box. I haven't even been there. I've been watching it. That's good. Now what we're going to do?
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do?
Howard, when I used to train with Howard, he used to tell me off because I'd do a couple of rounds where I'd be sparring with someone and do really well. And he thought, right, I want to try something else now. And I'd start thinking. And he goes, you're suffering from paralysis by analysis. Because you're thinking to do it, now you're getting it. And just don't think. Just flow with it. The rhythm, do you know what I mean?
That's why I never liked training, because I had to think.
Is it?
Yeah.
You prefer the fighting?
I just prefer, just give me a fight.
Yeah.
I'll go in there. And I remember at one, it was Monty Wright. I was down at Sky and the guy tells me, says, Monty Wright said he knows how to beat you.
Yeah.
How does he know how to beat you? He's got a game plan. I says, I don't even know how I'm going to box.
Yeah.
You know how I'm going to box?
Yeah.
Way on fight.
He went, no. I says, I just react to what's in front of me.
Yeah.
If there's an opening, hopefully the punch is coming away from it.
Yeah.
I'm not going in there thinking I'm going to put him under pressure or I'm going to box on the back foot. I'm just going to go in there and hit him, mate.
I think when people talk like that, it sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, I've got a game plan, I'm watching this tape. But ultimately, no matter what the trainer tells you, they're not the one in there. You've got to react to it.
When you get in, it's
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you're looking for is not there.
No, never.
When you're facing someone, it's like I said to Theo, when I'm outside the ring and I'm shouting something that I can see, you might not be able to see that because you're facing.
Yeah.
You've got to work out what's best for you to do at that time.
Yeah.
What's best for me to do.
Yeah.
Getting him to think and to realise, and he boxed in the semis and he didn't perform.
Yeah.
And he just says, I don't know what it was, Dad, I just couldn't get going. I said, days like that. Look brilliant in the gym, and then he comes fight night and you just don't perform. And it's like,
I like to, when I see something in someone, before, I've got loads of clients, so when I see something in a client, before I say to them my opinion, I say, what do you see? How do you feel it went? Because they might save me the time. Because they might tell me, well, I don't think my foot was, and then, okay.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? You save me energy now, because especially when you're in the corner, you've got 60 seconds. If they don't see it, I say, oh, it's good that you see that. What I see is this. What do you think? You know what I mean?
I always find the corners is too late. All you need in that corner is calm, sit down, get your thoughts together, have a drink. Are you all right? Yeah, you want to carry on? Yeah. Because most of the stuff the corner men say, you don't even need.
Yeah, I agree.
It puts you off sometimes.
I remember one of my earlier fights, I come back to the corner, my manager and my trainer are having an argument.
Gee,
I've only got 60 seconds, man. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah. It's just that bit distracting, wasn't it?
No. How can you get distracted? If you're distracted, you're going to get hit.
Yeah, true.
And like I say to people, when you get hit, it hurts.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you don't hurt because you're a liar.
Yeah.
It bloody hurts.
Yeah.
It makes a loud noise. Boom.
Yeah.
Ringing in your head as well. Like you got a wire in your head, like a coil.
You know when you get that, your eyes go fizzy. You get that fizzy sensation.
So,
I don't like it.
are you involved with the professional side or amateur?
He's amateur at the moment. He wants to go.
No, I mean you.
Me?
Yeah, involved.
Is it just your son?
I'm just involved with boxing.
To everything. So you got your license to go in the corners and stuff.
Straight
I'm not asking money. No, license. You know what I
but
mean?
this is what I'm saying. It's like I find it very difficult
Yeah.
for somebody to qualify me in something. I've got fucking more knowledge than them in.
Yeah.
I agree with him, you know.
It's like this thing about
Yeah.
iron swells.
Yeah.
I got a list of what a cornerman and a cutman should take into the corner. Why have you got an iron swell there? Because they don't fucking work.
Yeah.
It never worked.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a big hunk of metal and you stick it on this flipping bruise and then you push it away like that.
An iron, that's a cut.
And it's like, wait a minute, do you know why my eyes swelling up?
Yeah.
Because it's got damage there. So blood is rushing there to protect the damage.
Yeah, to heal it.
So now you're sticking a big bit of
To flatten it, to get
on
damaged
to
bone.
flatten it, to push it away. As soon as you release that, more blood's coming. Boom.
Yeah.
And then it goes, boom. Look at Vittorio Agati when he boxed.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Did the iron swells work then?
No.
What's colder than an iron swell?
He's right what
Ice, just stick it over the top
They're
of
pushing it away.
he's right what he's saying, right? So I have a saying where I finish all my social media posts with common sense just isn't common anymore.
It's not common.
Right. And the reason I say it is because I went on imagine we go on, let's say it's a boxercise course.
Yeah.
It's a qualification, I need to teach boxing guys. And I'm the instructor, right? Because I've got common sense.
Yeah.
And Crawford walks in, I go, here's your qualification, have a good day, mate. And I'll train everyone who's not trained because he's been a champion, he's been in there. Like there's certain things that a course can't teach you.
That's right.
Do you understand what I mean? So where's the common sense? Do you understand what I mean?
It's like when I did, I think it was an amateur course when I got a gym when I was trying to do something different.
Yeah.
And I went down there and I couldn't believe what they were teaching. And it taught a parry is a defense to a jab to the body. You know that?
Nah, just that.
And I just looked at him and I went, oh, it's in the book. I went, Kevin Nicky wrote the book, didn't he? And yeah, I said, he's a karate man, he was not a boxer.
That's a karate move.
Yeah, that's a karate move.
Yeah.
And I said, you know something? If I had a kid who was trained by one of your trainers, and he did that and got knocked out, I'd sue you.
Yeah.
I went, why? Because that's me. He said, oh, we don't treat. I said, you do that to me once when I went to jab to
You get him right.
The next time I'm fainting down there and I'm going to eat with a left hook. Boom. And he went, yeah, but I don't teach you. My fire's that.
Yeah.
But you're teaching coaches.
What's the point then?
What's the point?
To do it. I said, that's wrong.
Yeah.
I said, let's make boxing safer and let's teach boxing.
Yeah.
And they don't get that. I mean, why am I taking my hand away from my chin to protect where the damage gets done down there? Why not just move my elbow across?
Yeah.
Just turn.
Yeah.
And these, no.
This is what I'm saying. Like now, it's like everything in this country. Like so, for my wife's country, right? We've got all these stop signs on the road and all these signs. There's more crashes here than there is in her country, and there's no fucking signs. And people drive crazy there. You know, we think they drive crazy, but there's less.
Kids in Jamaica don't thin road.
But what I like about it is, especially in Thailand and like you say in them kind of places, there's no rules, and everybody knows there's no rules, so nobody's doing anything. That's different. We was going down the motorway, and there was a guy on a bike coming the other way.
Yeah.
But they know there's less and less accidents because you come to a junction. I always got told this. Don't be the first through the lights or the last through the lights.
Yeah. They don't stop. Sometimes they don't stop for the red light. But what it is it comes back to boxing. You know what I said about when you're jabbing and you're going through flow and then you stop to think about it, paralysis by analysis. All the signs, like you're coming up and there's so many fucking signs. You're like, what does that sign say? Boom, you've crashed.
Because you're taking your eye off what you got.
Because it's distracting.
Yeah.
Right.
I keep it very simple. As long as there's a space in front of me, I'm all right.
yeah.
Just keep a space in front of me, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Not bothered about signs, find out. Because it takes me a long time to sort of like, what's that word say? Oh, yeah. No.
We break on it.
Listen, normally we do some questions, but I'm not gonna, because I think the reason we do that is because a lot of fighters turn up and they don't talk about life, they just talk about boxing.
Yeah.
But I think we talked more about you, the person, which that's what we want.
And we want people to know you out there.
That's what we want. Like we want to do. We don't want to be like everyone else. We want people to come on and actually know the ex-fighter or the fighter as a person.
Yeah.
So I think if you'll have us back, we'll do another episode with you.
Definitely, because I know you've enjoyed stories and they're interesting.
Well, sometimes I like talking more about deep things than boxing.
No.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
I'm more than a boxer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way more than I always have been.
Yes.
It's one of the things that helped me find out who I was.
Yeah.
I was never a boxer.
Yeah.
It was just something I loved to do.
Yeah.
I was always Crawford, Ashley, or Barry Crawford.
Yeah.
Who just wanted to have fun, who just wanted to chill out, who just wanted to be around and help.
Yeah.
Did you like the life, the boxing life, and all like the high life? You know what I mean? Did you like all that?
The thing is,
hi, guy Crawford, hi, and people coming around you.
I never liked
you like it?
Because they only knew me as one thing. You're the boxer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like women. Oh, you're Gary Crawford. No, you're Crawford Ashley, the boxer. You go, yeah, all right then. Bye.
You got a lot of tension.
And it's like I didn't want it.
Yeah. Because you knew what the tension was all about, didn't you?
No, I didn't want it from people who just wanted to, who thought they knew me as a boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a boxer. Straight away they have these ideas of what he is.
Yeah.
And then it's like I said about the compliment. About, oh, I never knew you boxed. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because now you know I'm not this person. I remember.
There's more to me.
Met her parents and she went, are you violent? I went, yeah, probably the most violent man you've ever met. But you'd have a problem with me.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Because why am I going to have a problem with you unless you're with me? And then we've got a problem.
Yeah.
But if you don't hit me, you've got no violence. You can say whatever the fuck you want to me.
Yeah.
I've got a problem with that.
Yeah.
But the thing is
because you know what you can do.
How can words hurt me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, you fucking nigger. Thank you. And?
It's done.
And come on, what's next, please? Come on, you got something else for me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What? A lot of people use that as a trigger because they want to fight.
That's right.
So it's like, I say, if you want to fight, let's go. You don't need to call me name. Just let's have a.
You know me, Crawford. I don't let things bother me. You know, people can say what they want because there's no point wasting time. No point. There's no point.
So you can go to prison.
Yeah, and then they're outside enjoying themselves, and you're in there locked up.
And then you think, I should just walked away, just left it. So I always say to people like,
but when you walk away, how many times does that voice say you were fucking?
No, it does. The voice.
It used to.
You're fucking coward.
You know what? You know when
Go back.
No, but you know what? It used to do that until I was married. I think when I got married at 36, I'm like, I don't fuck no more. I don't.
Because you got a wife now.
Because I'd say to her, like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do and feel good in the moment. And then I'm going to sit in the prison cell and think, fucking who's looking after my wife? Something changed. I just let people talk now. I let people talk. But I do say this to people. I say, because people say, oh, John, you're so nice. I can't even ever believe you're around boxing because you're so friendly. But my ego is just as big as probably the biggest ego in here, right? You'll understand this, big ego. But my self-discipline overpowers the ego.
It's like I don't understand this egocentric or this ego thing. This is some of that you want people to perceive you as. I think, and it's like I don't give a shit how people perceive me.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And my ego is just It can't be asked.
But you know when you said that little voice in your head,
Yeah.
isn't that the ego though?
No.
What is it?
What is it then?
Tell us what is it.
Because I always,
Because there's
The little
about
voice always
No, the one what- the
and
one-
he walking away.
the one says, why did he walk away?
Oh gosh, why don't you go back and thump him in his face?
Yeah, then that ego.
Yeah, so what's that voice?
That's the coward.
What, tell him to go back and hit him?
Yeah, that's the coward one.
But in a different way, someone else would look at that as
No,
not a
it's
coward.
like I've got the voice going.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and say, because you know what I mean, you're a coward. And then the ego goes, I'm not a fucking coward. What's the point of me going and smashing his face in?
Because you know you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the point in me hurting him, killing him when, you know what I mean, he's probably had a bad day and he's
Yeah.
2 minutes has come out of his mouth. He's no threat to me.
Yeah.
It's words.
Yeah.
Why is that? I called him the bully.
Yeah.
Let's go back and smack him. No, you're a bully, you.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that shit.
Yeah.
Why? Because we're beyond that. If he comes for me,
That's a
Then he
different story.
defend himself.
no, I remember being in
Yeah.
Thailand getting into an argument with the guy, and I just said to him, I said, I'm going now.
Yeah.
I don't run, but don't follow me.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, I'm not running.
I'm just going. I'm moving my own
Did
way.
he follow you? Did he tell you the word?
Huh?
Did you take him?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
that's
I'd have
good.
turned on, and if he'd have followed me, I'd have turned on and just done him there and then.
Yeah.
Because
Self-defense?
when I get into an argument, the first thing I do is I step back.
You have to make that space. Just,
just
in case. Turn side on.
Give the space, turn the side on, and what am I doing? I'm retreating. I'm not getting.
Give me the exit door. Give me the exit door, otherwise.
No, boy, but that is
Yeah.
defend yourself when you turn it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Also, in the court of law,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I am
I'm pulling away.
Self-defense to protect yourself.
I was looking at 5 years because I pleaded self-defense all the way through it, and I got told if I got found guilty, I'd do 5 years.
Wow.
I got found guilty and I got £100 fine and £25 compensation. The judge said, I believe your side of the story, Mr. Crawford. I thought, oh, thank you. Because it was, the man attacked me, come off second best, and then wants to get me.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
That's part of the reason that I want to move to Parla, though, because you know these little altercations you have here. Don't people act like that over there, man? They're different.
I don't understand what people are looking for and why they want to cause grief and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, it was always about having a laugh and a joke.
Yeah.
You go anywhere, have a laugh and a joke, and you know what I mean? You make sure people are all right in your area. They want to come in and just enjoy it. Peace, yeah. It's
Peace and love, man.
I think there's a lot going on now, especially with the youths, that they don't know what it's like to be a man. I think causing fights and being in trouble and winning fights is about being a man. No, that's not about being a man. It's about being a little boy thinking, carrying a knife. That's a little boy thinking is a man. Men don't carry knives.
Role models, right? They're lacking role models now. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're lacking role models.
Because some obviously some kids are not growing up with a male figure, so that's why they put that on.
But you know what? At the same time, I didn't grow up with that. You know my upbringing, right?
Yeah.
But it gets to a stage where you gotta say, moaning about, oh, I didn't have this, I didn't have that, and this is why you gotta get to a stage where you take accountability and say, listen, this is my life to live. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I've got to grow from that, move on from that.
This?
Yeah.
Why didn't you have that?
But I can still have it.
Choices you made back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at the end, it's like we was talking about earlier on. I've always made my own choices. Nobody's told me what to do except for going to the gym because I had to. From the age of 7, I was down to my dad. But everything else, I did.
That's good. That's
I
good. You
did.
just carried it on.
Yeah.
He set the pathway,
Yeah, my
the
dad.
foundation.
I got blamed for everything, man.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I got blamed for everything.
What was your problem, child? Just get being, not being. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that to me.
Caribbean way.
Caribbean way.
Anybody out there know that Caribbean way of getting beaten, coming growing
The
up?
amount of times I got beat.
Lick up.
Bells, bro.
I got blamed for everything. I said I couldn't do everything, could I? I went, no, I couldn't do everything. But I did a lot.
Yeah.
I did a lot.
Yeah.
But what I realised, the only time I ever got in trouble was when I was enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Because we used to have to be in when the lights came on. Sometimes you're miles away from home and the lights come on and you know you're going to get beat. Because it was such a...
So you stay out longer. No, it's low it, man.
Because you're gonna get it anyway.
So stay out longer.
Yeah. But I just couldn't be told what to do. And you kind of like, it made my life great. It made my life...
You've lived. You're living, right?
You live
That's
your
what
life.
you've got to do.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want to survive.
That's right. It's not like you're going to get a 2-hour notice, a 2-week notice. You don't know when the end is. You've got to take every moment as it comes.
That's it.
I've started living by the philosophy of don't live in the past because you just be a victim. Don't live in the future because you dream too hard. Live in the now. Live in the now. I mean, work towards it. I've met a couple of people recently through the podcast what we would see as rich celebrities, and they've got it all to. And when we asked them a question about how they are, they said it's an accident. I don't even know I'm here. And it comes up a lot, several times. I don't even have an idea because there's other people doing what I'm doing, but I'm here. Just live. Just get up and live.
It's all written. It's written for you.
Yeah.
If you're meant to be there. You know what I mean?
Have you heard of the Tao Te Ching?
No.
Oh, you want to read that?
Yeah.
It's the way that is the way is not the way.
Yeah.
Do nothing and everything gets done. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad, isn't it?
That blew my mind until I actually realised what it actually meant.
Yeah.
Do nothing and then everything gets done.
Yeah.
When you're in the boxing ring and you're at that peak, you're doing nothing.
Yeah. It's the state of flow. It's so true. It's so true. You know, like my social media. I used to got all the posts really edited 4 or 5 hours. You know, personal trainers to the muscle flashing really edited. Never did out. Then I pulled my phone out and just started talking to camera and it went viral. And it's like it's what's the word I'm looking for? You can try too hard.
Yeah.
It's the trying too hard and forcing it. Do you know what I mean? And people can see that it's not organic or authentic as well. It has an effect on people. Yeah. Where when you are, that's Crawford. That's John. That's the way he is. But when you're trying to be someone you're not, they can see. People can see that you're not really.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a faking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd like all these trappings, but would I really want to go through what I need to do to get all the trappings?
Exactly. I mean, look at the good case of that is like Puff Daddy. So P Diddy has now come out that he's done all them things to be getting to that position. Puff Daddy. So
you don't watch the news, do you?
So you have B.I.G. and Tupac. Puff Daddy was around them guys. So basically, he's the next Jerry Epstein. He's basically done a load of things to get to power, become a billionaire, and it's all come out. He's involved in human trafficking and all sorts.
Now that's kind of sad, but to get up there and to mix with these people, you have to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, he's done things he didn't want to do to get there.
Inducting.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he didn't want to do it, because you wouldn't do it if you didn't want to do it.
But true.
Yeah, I mean,
true.
That's nonsense.
Yeah, he wanted to do it to get
true.
There's been a few times where I know I've been kind of like coerced into doing something.
Yeah.
And realising this is an input into an organisation, and I just thought, no.
Yeah. It comes down to integrity, doesn't it?
It's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember somebody asking me to get him some coke.
Yeah.
I said, I don't deal with that shit.
Yeah.
They're putting the label on and thinking,
you're the man in Leeds, you know everybody. I said, yeah, I do. But I don't deal with that crap.
Yeah.
To me, if I are going to take it, then it's of no use to anybody. I'm not interested.
You are right, because basically there's people that say, right, I can offer you this if you do this. And some of us will turn around and say, no, I've got more integrity, I'm not going to do it. But some of them do it. So you're right, they did want to do it because they knew what they were choosing to do to get there, right? Yeah. So they're not really being forced out of it. They're making that choice. They might live with regret after. They might say, I wish I'd done that, but
taking a risk.
The money is that they get after that, apparently in their mind is like, well,
easy.
The money will ease it kind of things and stuff. It doesn't.
And it goes quick. Yeah. The easy in your pocket and it goes quick.
It never does. But it's like I always say to people, what do you actually want money for?
Show off, innit? Buy stuff, look better than you.
Buy drinks,
nice car, buy drinks,
champagne.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you actually want for life? What do you actually want with this money? Yours is probably want to go travelling.
Yeah.
Probably just want to pay your bills and just have enough to eat and just chill out.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's like...
But Brendan used to have a saying when we trained in Sheffield. He says, remember, money doesn't make you happy, but it'll give you the independence to do what you want to do.
So it's the choices, the choices that we have, that people don't kind of like, they've took them away.
Yeah.
They're sort of like eroding all your choices now. I had two choices when I was sort of like in a bad place.
Yeah.
Do I have something to eat or do I catch a bus? Do I have something to eat or catch a bus? They were the only two choices I had.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just catch a bus
and walk it.
Or other times I just walk it. But they were my choices. And nah, man, they're the only two choices I had. I had other choices, but I didn't want to do what they wanted me to do. Money.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, I was on sick, I was mental health, I was operation. They took me off sick. Why? Because I wasn't in the house when they came to see me.
Yeah.
Because I was out, I was in a lot of fucking pain, so I went somewhere to deal with it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And when I come back, you basically, you've come off, but you need to do this. No,
they try to control you, don't they?
Fuck yourself, you know what I mean? I'm asking for help. You don't want to help me.
Yeah.
Fine, but I am going to kiss your ass.
Yeah.
You've got no chance of that.
Yeah. That's what it is in the Western world. It's the control factor. Everything's just...
So we need to change.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you change the world? You just change yourself.
That's all you can do.
You can't change the world, but if everybody... My favourite one is, why do I have to do what you're telling me to do when I know what you're telling me is wrong?
Yeah.
It might be right for you, but it's
wrong for me. Yeah.
What's right for me is right for me. So I always say to people, do what's right for you.
Yeah.
Because once we start doing what's right for us, it's right for everybody.
Yeah.
Because deep inside, I believe everybody just wants to help. People who are depressed feel like they're no use and no help to anybody.
Yeah.
As soon as they start helping and doing little bits of even volunteering, they start coming out of it.
Yeah, it's rewarding, isn't it?
It's rewarding, it's satisfactory.
Yeah. Gives purpose.
Yeah.
Purpose is the one. We all need purpose. Without purpose, we're lost.
Same.
I like being lost. It's great. You don't know what you're going to find around the corner.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I think if people are so frightened about being lost, where are you lost? You're only lost in your own head. And like I said before about nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's just making it up.
Yeah.
We're just going along. We're just
I have
praying for one thing.
I have a say.
From what we die.
That's it.
I have a saying that what I've learned about my life. I don't know if it's the same for you, but most people want to live comfortable. I've learned to live uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable and you can learn to live uncomfortable.
But then it's comfortable.
No, but I live with chaos. Every day there's business, there's what I mean by comfortable is like someone wants to go to a 9-to-5 job and know that the paycheck's going to be there at the end, and so I don't know that.
That's boring.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know that. I'm an entrepreneur. I've got businesses. Like I have good mums, I have bad mums. But it still comes with everyday tasks. It comes with hard decisions, and do you understand what I mean? So I like living with that uncomfortableness. Do you understand what I mean? That's just how I am. Do you know what I mean? But I don't like being too comfortable.
I don't know. I love being comfortable, But I don't understand why I'd want to be uncomfortable.
It's because you've been there. You know, when you were a champion, you've been there. That sort of level, you want to stay at that level. But when you come down, it's hard. Like saying, it's not as easy.
I don't know. I think I've got into that philosophy. What life is life is. It's just how I look at it. I want to be comfortable. I can be uncomfortable here. Or I can be relaxed and chilled and just let's see what happens.
Do you enjoy this just simple things in life? Simplicity. After boxing.
Yeah, I like complex. I like puzzles.
Yeah.
Life's a puzzle. But I like making life, I say, I just chill.
Yeah.
But my head's going all over the place. But it's still in a nice place.
Good.
Yeah.
I like meditating. I just sit and do nothing.
That helps you strong. That gives you strength in that mindset when you meditate. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Do you know?
I just
It keeps.
I like counting the breathing.
Oh, okay. So you calm yourself down. Tranquil. Yeah.
No, because I'm already.
Yeah, you can asking. What I'm saying.
I don't do it to calm myself down. I don't do it for anything. I just want to know if I can control my mind to the fact that I can do 108 breaths. So I just sit, close my eyes and count them. First time I did that, I got 4. And I was like, I'm sure I can do 108. But, you know, keeping them thoughts at bay. Yeah. Because your head's flooded with thoughts all the time. Get to like 69 and then it disappears. And I was like, nah, where am I? 69, do I start again? No, leave it. I've had enough. But the amount of times I've got to 108, I've even got to 108 and then gone all the way back down.
Wow.
I feel absolutely brilliant. I don't know why, I just feel very calm for about a week and a half. It's good. It's mad. It's been in that space of between things. It's like.
Do you like to live in the moment?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Just what else is there?
Yeah. I get it.
That's why I said I have no fear. I want to find out. I need to find out. It's here now. Let's go and move it. And I never understood fear until my daughter was born. And she had one of them mats, you know, every time they breathe. They stop breathing for so long. The alarm goes off. Well, the alarm went off and I just eyes up and I came up, and as I come up I could see her mum bringing her back, saying, no, I've just got I forget to take and send the alarm off. And I was there looking at an empty cot, realising, what the fuck would I have done? What would I have done? Whatever it took. So I realised about that fear, because as you're first coming up with that actual fear in you of what you're going to find, your baby's not breathing, and then to realise that there'd have been something I would have done. You know, there's always something to do to combat that. So that's why I never had no fear, because
reaction.
Reaction is the best cure to fear, to just face it. Get on with it. But that was a scary moment. But then that realization of why fear is, because inside I just felt completely and utterly calm. My head was going like, I just felt calm because I knew whatever needed doing, I would have done. Would have been the right thing to do at that time. It's having that belief in yourself that when you get into a ring, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing.
You're prepared, right?
Mindset.
But I was always taught, make the ring your home. So wherever you go, you're going home.
Nice that.
Wherever the ring is, you're going home.
Yeah, I like that. Listen, this has been probably the deepest episode we've done. We're gonna leave it there. How long have we been speaking? We're gonna have to be back. How long have we been speaking? How long do you think we're speaking? 2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours, my dad. No,
don't worry. We're gonna come back and do it again. Thanks for tuning into the 13th for Final Round podcast. Don't forget to
like and share
and comment. Hit the notification button so you get the notifications.
And tell a friend. And also, we're gonna thank the Waste Team.
The Waste Team. Thanks for the Waste Team for the premises that you put together today for us. We've had awesome episodes of the
boxing gym
podcast
as well.
And the boxing gym. Yes, the Waste Team. Guys, we're here
And we out.
Peace.